today's the day. I'm super excited. I have with me a special guest because we're at Haute Goat, and I have Ned from Discape here.
Hey guys.
And we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff with Discape because they are releasing 5 putters.
5 putters.
Now, you say 5 new ones. I say the one is just a new plastic.
It's true. It's true.
But 4 of them are
putters.
brand new, and they're all coming out very shortly. So pre-orders are
Next week.
March 25th,
March
I think
25th.
it is.
Yeah, yep.
And then when's the release date for them?
Release date will be sometime mid-April.
Mid-April, okay.
Yeah.
Quick little interruption by editor Jared. I got a text from Discape, from Ned, and he said that actually they have the product will be ready so that instead of a pre-order on March 25th, it's actually going to be the order on March 25th, and they can start shipping right away. So get your orders in for March 25th because you can get the discs right away.
And yeah, I'm excited to try these out. We're gonna play the Haute Goat Fling course. They're like ace run course. We're probably gonna try a couple of other holes, but for some of the other discs and stuff that they want to talk about. But we've got a bunch of putters to try. First though, that I'm gonna throw, I finally have a Sky Terron in orange. So gonna let this baby go. Nope, too wide again.
I'll be throwing one of our new discs. Dark Might is the name of it. This is a 4402. It's got a thumb bead on the top. Yeah, excited to try this out.
Okay, so now we're going into putter range. Well, like we're in the circle for putting.
Yep.
And I have now the Aquarian from Pioneer Set 1.
Okay.
And I have the Aquarian from Pioneer Set 2.
Yeah.
Besides colorway, is there any difference between these two?
They're pretty much the same, just a kind of smoother finish on the Pioneer Set 2. Obviously the stamp looks a lot cleaner and everything, and was based off just feedback from our customers and our community on the colorways they wanted to see, so ended up going with the off-white for the Aquarian there. Okay, and I'll be throwing another one of our new discs. This one's called Rutheon. So going back on playing with the elements and everything, this one's kind of tied more, I guess, to the ground and stuff, which you'll see on the stamp. This one very similar to the Aquarian, same numbers. That being said, very heavy bead on it.
Okay.
Which actually we have to register as a new disc, and it needs its own separate PDGA approval and everything.
Yeah.
A little too much on that.
I think we see with things like the AVRs too, right? Where like every iteration of the AVR has a new PDGA approval and whatnot.
Exactly it.
Okay, I'm gonna try this new disc. I know I like putting already with the blue.
All right, now I'll be throwing the Glacierus Play on Ice there. It's a 2-speed disc, and really has kind of that ice name to it, as in icing the game with it on your putt. There we go.
All right, so I'm gonna try one of the new discs. This is the Boulder Bane 24-11.
Yeah.
So it should be a very straight flying putter.
Yeah, with a glide to it.
For 102 feet.
Yeah.
So it's very much in the right range for this disc.
Parked it.
Parked it. Was going for an ace run, did not get it.
And I'll be throwing the OG Aquarian, because why not?
Also parked it.
Also parked it.
Let's go.
All right, let's finish these off.
Tweet, tweet, birdie. Not sure what the distance is on this one, but it's gonna give us some distance to actually let rip and fly. I'm gonna try the Glacierus, which is a 2302. What was the design strategy behind this? Because it's like got a weird, like, not weird, but like the lip here is like a zone.
Yeah.
But then the top is like very, very high shoulder, like more high than like an AVR. Like it's a pretty deep.
Yeah, we wanted it to be, so you'll see kind of between all 5 and even the original Aquarian, they're all very different. We really just kind of wanted to try out different molds and like different ways to put these together. So in a lot of cases, you've got kind of a mix of like two different things.
Yeah.
Just to give people a sense of feel on all of them.
Oh. I mean, it flies.
Flew its path.
It flies a little bit slightly slower Envy.
Yeah.
Which is a great disc.
Yeah. And then I'll be throwing the Ruthion here. This is in another new plastic. This is going to be our Eris plastic, which we'll do some first run discs in. Very different finish, kind of glossy kind of feel to it. I personally really like how this feels and the grip on it. But yeah, this is that 03 01.
3301.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you call the plastic?
Eris.
Eris.
Yeah, AERIS.
So Eris, Ventis, and Ferro.
Yeah,
Ventis, sorry.
and Ferro.
Eris, Ventis, Ferro.
Oh, way too much.
I'm going to throw a second one off the tee here just to try it.
Same.
And I'm going to try this Dark Might. Because again, we have the distance. Now this one feels pig-esque.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of. Like it's got the thumb track on the top. It's a very square disc though. Like,
yeah.
Like it's like flat top, sharp sides, cut down. Like it's a very like bouldery type disc. Which is kind of a different feeling. Not bad, like not bad or anything. Like it's just like
for sure.
Not one I'm used to.
I'll go OG Aquarian again. Nice.
Nice.
So gonna throw the Aquarian here, but in our new plastic, the Ventis Pro. As part of the kind of new 5 set of putters that we're putting out. In terms of the kind of new plastic, this one just a little more durable, slightly more flexible, and you know, little more grip to it. So really just a step up from our original kind of Ventis plastic. Gonna go back to the Ruthion here. This is a tough one. I'm gonna just land right in front.
So like I said, the Glossaurus, like that really did have that like Envy type flight. Mm-hmm. And so because I had the hyzer, it really held that hyzer well, but left me a little far from the basket farther than I would like. That was a bad putt. There we go. Go in.
Oh, so close. Gonna throw the Boulder Bane here. This is our kind of straight 2-speed putting putter. And way too high.
Really? Jared? It's right there.
Got it.
So I'm going back to the Dark Might for this, but just one question I have is, so what was the design philosophy, you know, for these putters? You know, like it seems like 2 of them are really driving putters,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Glossaurus, I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right.
Glacierus.
Glacierus.
Yeah.
The Glacierus is a little bit overstable.
Yep.
For like a putting putter. Maybe so some people like that.
Yeah.
This one definitely feels like a driving putter.
Yeah.
Was that like the mentality, the goal, or were you like, was it like, oh, hey, I want to try this different shape, or?
That was the goal. I think the goal overall was just to have a good mix of putters. Nice throw, great line. We wanted one to have different shapes, and then 2 have different types of putters. So what we're gonna do down the line is each of these putters is going to go under sort of a different category, where you've got, you know, a driving or a throwing putter, a putting putter, and so on, approach, all of that. And we're going to have those kind of categories and then build in new products underneath those categories long term. So I think what we wanted to do was really kind of go after the putter scene a little bit, get people to try all of them and just hear what people think in terms of what they like. Do they like this category more versus that category? How do they like this bead? Do they like the thumber on it? So really giving people those options, and it helps us get that feedback as well. But then also our thought process was, if I'm playing at a smaller course, so we're in Toronto, right? So if you're thinking the beaches or Maryland Bell Park, even some of these holes here, just the ability to play with 2 or 3 of these putters on a course like that, which we're doing with a lot of these holes here.
Yeah.
So this is the Aquarian, new Aquarian in our Ventis Pro plastic. Oh, shanked it.
All right, I'm gonna try this Ventis Pro plastic for the first time with the Aquarian. I'm used to it in the Ventis. Missed.
Got to start somewhere.
Yep.
Going back to the Ruthenian. Too much. All right, throwing the Glacierus.
Oh, heartbreak. The Aquarian. Okay, so first we have the Aquarian.
Yep.
And you already have the Aquarian. And that's
do.
why I was like, not really a new release.
New plastic.
But it's a new plastic.
Yeah.
So this is a good time to talk about, I think, what is the difference between Ventis and Ventis Pro? Like you kind of said, a little more durable.
Yeah, like I think, the what people have talked about, our discs in general with our first plastic, which Ventis could be our base plastic, beats in quite a bit, not as durable. So really the Ventis Pro is just kind of a step up where, in terms of durability, there's a nice kind of grip to all of them as well. So yeah, just meant to kind of last longer, be a bit more flexible, have a bit more grip to it. And really just kind of a step up from that Ventis.
Now, so Ventis Pro, is your idea then that be Star, or do you still have plans for a Star plastic down the road, and this is going to be just like an upgrade to DX?
It's kind of in the middle there, yeah. Like upgrade to DX versus like a Star. I think our kind of newer plastic will even newer plastic will be more of kind of that Star effect, but it's kind of in the middle there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is this are you planning on releasing like everything down the road in this plastic as well eventually, or are you planning to like?
Yeah, that's the plan. I think we want kind of all of our molds to have those multiple options in the Ventis and the Ventis Pro. We've talked a little bit about Faro, Eris to just have those different options based on the disc. Sometimes it's based on the molds as well.
Next, I'm going to bring up I got the Ruthenian.
Yeah.
Ruthenian. So this you mentioned is basically the Aquarian, but with a bigger bead. So the Aquarian has like, I call it like almost like a micro bead or like a half bead, where it's there, but it's like almost not there.
Yeah.
This is definitely a bead.
It's there.
it's there. And was that like a thing that your community was like, hey, we like the Aquarian, but we want it a
more beaded
version, non-beaded version type of deal?
Correct, yeah. And did a bit of research, and it's kind of split evenly. Like there's people who love a bead, there's people who don't, so wanted to have an option for both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was there you had to get you have to do new PDGA approvals for that and all that. But gonna grab the Boulder Bane.
Yeah.
2.4 -1.1. What was the concept behind this one? Because this feels different from the Aquarian and the Ruthenian.
Yes.
It feels like a shallower putter.
Yep.
What was the driving force behind this?
The biggest thing with this one is it's a bit more of a putter, right, with that 2-speed. I think, the Aquarian's great. I think some people talk about it being more of an approach or a throwing putter, which is totally fair. So wanted something that could be a bit more effective close range, still have some glide to it based on the situation you're kind of in, but yeah, just wanted kind of a nice simple putter with this one. Yeah.
Okay. Why Boulder Bane?
Boulder Bane, just another cool name. You'll kind of see it with the design. This one obviously tying back to boulders, rocks, that kind of thing, so you'll see kind of the character that we've designed being tied to that. I think everything which you'll see with the stamps, they're all tied back to like some sort of element, whether it's rock or ice or you know, whatever that may be. Aquarian obviously has a nice tie into like water, so it'll be different kind of water creatures. So just trying to have fun with it. It's a good thing to also catch. I think the next name we go into might be a bit tougher, but overall they're pretty easy to read and say. I know we're trying not to get any copyright issues with a lot of our names, but definitely want everything to kind of be easy to say. Not that it really matters, but you know, it's a name that kind of just rolls off the tongue. We like it.
The
Glaciarus.
I can't say this name. I keep wanting to call it Glaciarius.
Yeah.
So the Glaciarus, kind of talked about this one on the last hole.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is the opposite of Boulder Bane, where this is a very deep putter.
Yes. Yeah.
Very high shoulder, and then like a overstable approach rim.
Yeah, so again, I like that you called it the opposite. Really wanted to have two sides of the spectrum. We know different players like different things. Some people do like an overstable putter, so wanted to have that option there and then get that feel for the deepness of it too, and just kind of see what people think.
All right, and the last one is the Dark Might.
Yeah.
Which I'm really enjoying. Again, thumb track, very square. Who in the office was like, let's make a disc and make it as square as possible. Like even the thumb track, like you've leveled off the thumb track at the top.
Yeah.
You've like made, what was that?
Yeah, so
what was that discussion?
That's our product partner, Daniel, who kind of helps design a lot of these with us, or all of these with us. We wanted one disc, like if you kind of just look at them right now, like on the ground, that one stands out, you know, just based off the design, that thumb track on the top, even just the shape of it, like you said, a little more square. So we wanted one that stood out. I think even the name, Dark Might, and the theme there, you know, it's a little more, again, tied to kind of like dark energy or whatever. We wanted those kind of characters too, and which is still within the theme, but varies a little bit more. So just wanted one that kind of stood out to people when they saw it, but also again just adds more variety to your bag. So you know, as like we talked about, all of them are so different, and we wanted one that was just extra different.
So there was no like, let's make a thumb track, let's chop the shoulders off to make it flat. That was just like, that just happened? It
just kind of happened. Okay. We just wanted something different and ended up grabbing this off the whiteboard. So
now with these discs, what came first? Like a drive towards the numbers or a drive towards the shape? And then see what the numbers end up being.
The numbers sort of came first, just in terms of, hey, well, we want to do the beaded 3301, but then we also want to make sure we have a 2-speed and a 4-speed, and then it's from there it's figuring out what that mold's kind of going to look like, and you get different options. The way it kind of works, you've got your existing molds as part of the machine, and you can kind of mix the tops and the bottoms and see what's doable there. So that next step was just figuring out, okay, what else can we make with what we've got, and how can we make these, you know, all different, and then kind of match it up with the numbers from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're just up here in front. It's only 194. It is 194 feet, so it's not like only. But for me, good approach disc is one I can also forehand. So let's try the forehand.
Oh, nice, man. Parked.
Okay. Pass. Acceptable.
Shot of the day. Going with the Ventis Pro Aquarian here. Try and just go through the trees.
The tree? Through the tree?
Oh, man.
I think that I'm pretty sure that hit metal.
That's wild.
I think that hit the cage. Because it... Easy birdies.
Easy birdies.
Easy birdie. Discape gives you easy birdies. All right.
All right.
Tucked in there. Either you can go the super straight low shot, or I could try I'm going to try the big over the top anhyzer. I'm going to use the Boulder Bane. And let's see how this thing does with these shots. Oh, too much anhyzer.
See where it bounces, though.
Not enough distance off of that.
All right, going with the new Ventis Pro Aquarian. Oh, a little too much hyzer, but got a nice skip there.
Farther ahead than I am.
Yeah.
Gonna do the Ventis Pro Aquarium. I'm beating up your discs in these trees. That was
That's
better.
what prototypes are for.
Nope, about the same.
Went right through though. Wow, you went through everything. I'm gonna go with the Ruthenion. Oh, flipped a little. Oh,
Okay, you're back in the fairway. Don't hit the tree on the video, Jared. There we go.
got it.
Knew I
Oh.
could do it. Oh, right.
Oh, shanked it.
All right, so we've made it to the iconic hole 3 for Haute Goat. We're gonna play the short tees here. This is hole 7 for the ace run. But we're gonna play it like hole 3. We're not gonna play the ace run because we're just gonna try and have fun with these discs and just give them a rip. Starting with the Glacierus.
Oh,
I don't know where the OB line is. We're not gonna worry about the OB line. We're just gonna play it.
right next to you.
Next, I have the Aquarian in the Ventis Pro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that almost made it to the island.
Oof. Almost hit the Mando,
But we're good. We're through.
but we're good.
Going with the Ruthenion, the beaded Aquarian. Made the Mando, but I let out a lot of hyzer on that. Oh, geez, falling over in the snowbank. Well, that was a good
There
shot.
we go. Love it.
Money. Boulder Bane. Well, you said this one, like for you, is putting putter. Was your.
Yeah.
But this one, like, it's so shallow
Yeah.
that to me, this is like a. Is it this? It's the same diameter, but it almost feels like, maybe because it's so shallow, it feels like a smaller diameter mid-range.
Okay. That's how it feels for you. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it feels for me. I like it. I like it, but like it's so shallow for a putter to me. Oh, it snaps so good.
Nice. That was amazing. Holy.
I touched the island.
It really does
Didn't quite
go like
make
a
it
mid
over
for you.
It flies so good. Flies
Almost
good for you
touched it.
too.
Yeah,
I think that's your best shot yet.
it is.
All right, so ending with the Dark Might and, 4 speed. So let's see if I can make the island this time. Nope, not gonna make the island. Good shot, but
Good shot, yeah. Oh, too much hyzer. You want to try this one?
sure.
This is the
Eris. And it's the Ruthenion?
Yeah,
Ruthenion in the Eris.
bit wet, but
I'm gonna dry it off real quick.
yeah.
Okay, so first, before I throw it, definitely a different feel.
Yeah, very different.
Like it's not like a gummy, tacky. It's just textured.
Yeah,
It's a textured feel.
yeah.
Oh, that did not get snapped.
Hyzered a bit, but good distance. You hit it.
Touch the island again.
Yeah. All right. Dark Might.
How long have you been trialing these putters?
It's been since January. So I probably got them either late December or early Jan that we had produced these. And then, yeah, because I basically got, I think, 5 of each. 3 of which I ended up sending, of each, I ended up sending to the PDGA for approval. And then 2 more to just kind of test and trial. So I've brought them to a few different courses, showed a few different people in that kind of time frame. But yeah, so it's been a couple of months.
Which disc or discs have been getting the most positive feedback for you guys?
I think it's a mix of just the kind of Aquarian and a new plastic because people really like it, and the the Ruthion, so Aquarian with the bead. I think just because people are familiar. People seem to really like the Dark Mite as well, just how it flies and just how kind of different it is too. Dark Mite.
Ruthion.
Ruthion.
Aquarian. Dark Mite. Glaciarus.
Glaciarus.
I bounced, there he is.
Boulder Bane. Oh.
Boulder Bane. Okay, we're not putting very well with the Boulder Bane.
No. Aquarian. Boulder Bane.
Boulder Bane, take 2. Hole 8.
Okay.
It's off in the trees there. I'm gonna use the Glaciarus. Okay, I love that. Yep.
Ooh.
All right, that's like 15 feet out. That's basically money.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the same thing. I was looking back straight.
No, not the straight one.
Yeah. Oh, get through. All right.
All right.
Throwing Ruthion here. Oh, Glaciarus. Oh.
Hole 9. Throw to the white basket, which is through the trees there. I'm gonna try the Dark Mite. This thing has been pretty money for me today. That's a little, yeah, a little short on that corner.
I'm gonna go with the Aquarian. Come back.
Ooh, what good
take it.
kicks.
No, shoot the same one. Aquarian. Oh. Oh.
Doing the whole Instagrammer thing, except with a really big camera. That's the front 9. Thanks for watching the front 9 with us so far. We're gonna talk more about other things on the back 9, but just to make the video not super long, because it can be long quickly. Yeah. That's the 5 putters, and they're coming. Pre-orders is March 25.
Yeah.
And they'll be shipped mid-April,
yeah.
or
I'll confirm that, but
okay.
Yeah.
We'll get a confirmed shipping date a little bit later, but they'll be coming out sometime in April. But pre-orders March 25. Get your pre-orders in. And are these the colors that these are going to be in?
They are not.
They're not.
No, they are not. Colorways will be posted on Instagram. So will initial photos of the actual discs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out their Instagram, Discape Disc Golf.
Yes.
And check out their website, discapediscgolf.com.
Correct.
And yeah, thanks for coming out, Ned. Thanks for watching, guys. And yes, we had the Dark Mite, the Glaciarus, Ruthion, the Boulder Bane, and the Aquarian in a new plastic.
Yeah.
And for myself, I really like the Dark Mite. It flew well. I thought it was gonna be my favorite. It's actually the Glaciarus and the Boulder Bane.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, these two are actually my favorites.
Yeah.
The Glaciarus is like a high shoulder Envy, and it kind of flies a lot like an Envy, which I love throwing an Envy. And the Boulder Bane, like I said, it's like it's such a low profile.
Yeah.
That it feels like a nice little driving mid.
Yeah. And you drive that well.
Yeah. So for me, definitely check out the Boulder Bane and the Glaciarus. But other people have said the other 3 discs. So, check them out, try them out yourself.
Try them all.
And catch you next time.
See ya.